Hi, I would like to introduce you to the Humiwell, a compact humidity calibrator. It is a great device for calibrating humidity probes, humidity sensors and data loggers. Whether you need a laboratory setup or calibration in the field, Humiwell is always a great choice. On the front panel, you'll find an LCD touchscreen. Using the touchscreen, you can directly set the desired values of relative humidity and temperature. The screen provides information on the actual values in the chamber, the status of the desiccant and water level, and ambient conditions such as temperature, relative humidity, and pressure if external sensors are connected. Additionally, the screen can display measured values in graphical form. Below the screen is the chamber door, which is a standard door fitting 6 sensors and a reference sensor. Look at the door, see how thick it is? This thickness is due to the thermal insulation, which is necessary for the wide temperature range of this calibrator. Let me show you how to install a sensor on the door. For example, this sensor has a somewhat complicated shape with 2 different diameters. To ensure it can be inserted as deeply as possible into the chamber, we've created a special port adapter. I'll push it in fully until it stops. Now I need to free up a door port, so I'll remove some port adapters. Next, I can insert the port adapter into the door port. The sensor is now installed and I can close the door. Now let's take a look inside the chamber. The usable diameter of the chamber is 14 cm with a usable depth also of 14 cm. Inside the chamber you can find the feedback relative humidity and temperature probe. Positioned behind the grid at the back of the chamber is a powerful propeller that enforces air circulation to ensure chamber homogeneity. The fan speed is adjustable. This is the rear side of the instrument. You can see the power supply cable plugged in along with the power switch. Humiwell offers interfaces via Ethernet and RS-232 ports. Additionally, there is an extra RS-232 port for connecting an external reference sensor. Furthermore, there are connectors for attaching an external relative humidity temperature probe and a barometer to measure ambient conditions during calibration. For instance, this is the RHT-175 Relative Humidity and Temperature Probe. Once connected, Humiwell will display the values of the relative humidity and temperature. When using the Caliblab software, it can also read these values. Moreover, there is an option to connect an extension readout card. This card serves as a versatile and cost-saving method for connecting calibrated sensors to the system during calibration. It features 6 channels, each equipped with SDI12, UART and 2.5 volt analog input. Additionally, each channel can provide a 12-volt power supply. The humidity is carefully controlled by mixing dry and humid air. Dry air is sourced from the desiccant cartridge, while humid air is generated from the water reservoir. Both the desiccant cartridge and the water reservoir are accessible from the top of the instrument. For the calibration of instruments with display, we offer a transparent door. The door features double glass to ensure good thermal insulation. Additionally, a small desiccant cartridge is included to prevent condensation on the glass and obscuring the view. The door can be made without ports, with a port for the RP2 reference, or with an additional port for a standard port adapter. Let's run the calibrator with this thermal hygrometer. First, I need to fit it into the chamber. Once the sensor is in place, I'll use the transparent door so we can see the values on the LCD. The first set point is 50% relative humidity and 23 degrees Celsius. I'll turn on the graph display. You'll see the relative humidity as the red line and the temperature as the green line. The horizontal scale of the chart is 10 minutes. After a few minutes, Humiwell reaches the set points and the sensor readings in the chamber stabilize. Now let's see the stability on a 1-minute chart. Moving on to the next set point, 80% relative humidity. After a few minutes, we reach the set point. Let's also assess stability at 80%. The next set point is 20% relative humidity. The 1-minute chart will show us the set point stability. The next set point is 20% relative humidity and 10 degrees Celsius. After a few minutes to cool down the chamber, and once stability is reached, we'll see the 1 minute chart again. The final set point is 80% relative humidity at 10 degrees Celsius. After a few minutes, we'll get there. The 1 minute chart will show us the set point stability. This was a brief demonstration of how well Humiwell works and how to compare readings of an instrument with display using the transparent door at different values of temperature and relative humidity. Thank you for attention.